3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
Well, hello, everybody. It is Friday. Good morning. Dennis and Andy show on a Friday morning. Dennis has a major unboxing to do. So this is actually his show. So I'm just going to sit back, relax, and join in the fun of this unboxing because I don't even know what the hell he's talking about for once. Wait a second. That's actually not for once.
For once, yeah. Just for once, Andy. So, guys, you guys know my story that when I moved off to college, my mother got rid of all of our great toys, all my Star Trek and Star Wars ones. Hyper Kaiju's in the house. Marcus is in the house already. Thanks, guys. And we just kicked off. So the sad part was my mom had threw it out. When I went off to college, she got rid of a lot of our toys and stuff like that. So included in there were a couple of my holy grails. And I know I'm going to do a show on one, which I wound up repicking up. I've actually got, this is the Mego Enterprise, the USS Enterprise. So I went back and recollected that one. So I do have it. And I actually do have, that's the diamond redo. And then I actually do have one of the actual Megos. So we may wind up doing a whole show just on the Mego stuff. But that was one of my holy grails because I had a lot of the figures. I had the Enterprise. But there was one toy. My uncle got it first. It came out when Star Trek went through a phase. They had the original TV show, Andy. Mm-hmm. And then they were going to turn it into a new TV show. So for you guys that don't know, this is the one from the original TV show, nice. Captain Kirk that we see from 1960, 1966, 67, 68. And then they had redesigned it, and this was going to be the Star Trek Phase 2. This was going to be the TV show. Well, lo and behold, when this it wound up never happening. Gene Roddenberry and those guys couldn't come to terms, so they had written out some scripts. So this is what the Enterprise was going to look like, right? And then they redesigned it, and they said, you know what? Let's turn it into a motion picture. So in 1979, the most beautiful ship ever, the Enterprise was redesigned and refitted, and this is what it wound up being in the movie. Now, the movie wasn't that great. It was beautiful.
It was no Star Wars. It was no Star Wars.
Well, it wasn't. It was basically an hour-long episode that they turned into 2 hours. But the design on this ship was fantastic. But they came out with a toy that was so cool that everybody had to have it. And I'm going to show you in Christmas.
Oh, is that little Dennis? Is that little
Dennis and my little brother? And I got the USS Enterprise, Southbend. It's an electronic one. It's configurable. My Uncle Jim, he had one, and we always played with it up at his place. So my mom told me the story about how my aunt, they couldn't find it anywhere. Like Prangieway only got like 3 of them in total, and they were impossible to find. So my aunt got it down in Milwaukee. But now just look at my brother's look on his face. He's holding the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Hoth set. And what's he doing? He's looking at my Enterprise going, damn, that is way cooler than this Hoth set. That's what's going
Enterprise
through his
envy.
mind.
He has Enterprise envy.
It was. So
Hey, do you think you? Hey, real quick. Hey, do you think you can bring back that haircut?
I could.
I'd love to see that.
You know what? I could do that. Comb it straight down. I don't
Grow
know
it
if my
really
hair will
long,
do
and then we'll
that
just
anymore.
grow it really long, and we'll just slap a bowl on your head and go to town.
You know, at least I had hair at that age. I don't know if you really did.
Oh, I've got pictures.
So trying to get that Southbend Enterprise was so rare that, when I do find it, it's even at a convention, it's only got pieces of it. It never has the stand, etc. Can never find it complete. Well, guess what? All my friends out there, my buddy Chris, everybody loves texting me when they find it. They put one up on eBay, and I'm not a big eBay fan, but I actually bit the bullet. And there was actually one with the box. Now the box is a little rough shape and stuff like that, but I don't care because I don't mind it.
That box isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm taking it out of the box anyway. Now the problem with these is that they yellow. The plastic winds up yellowing over time. So cardboard smell.
Yeah, but the yellowing usually is due to sunlight or something, isn't it?
No, it was just natural with it. So it's in different pieces. Now you can see the primary hull. You can see it's got lots of little ones. It's already yellowed. This one is definitely yellowed. Not as bad. You can actually see it along the seams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's normal. If anybody out there who winds up watching this knows a way to fix that, let me know. Anyway.
Oh, I do. It's called spray paint. White paint.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
Well, then you don't apparently care enough to fix the ship.
So, and then there's the saucer section. Now, this one's electronic for a reason.
Ooh.
So it's got a 9-volt. So there's my Sam's Club 9-volt battery.
Uh-oh. Drum roll to see if it works or if Dennis spent money on a broken toy.
So the hard part is he did say he had used it, plugged it in a couple of years ago and it worked, but he didn't just take a look at it now. So the battery actually slides in, closes shut. And then on top here, this, if it turns on, it'll make noise. It'll be like a impulse engine, and then it'll get up to the phasers and it'll light out. So let's find out, because that's where the speaker is on the bottom. Yeah, baby, it works.
You know, that thing looks really familiar. I think my brother might actually had one.
Well, then that would really make me sad that you had no idea what I was talking about. So
Well,
the
I
cool
don't remember
thing
many things.
in here, so he's got him in wrapping paper because there is the 2 wart nacelles. Notice there's no decals on any of this because I saw in the picture on eBay, most of them are still intact. There is the original decal sheet that have never even been put on.
So are you going to try and put them on? We're showing off a Star Trek toy Dennis had as a kid, but his mom threw out, not caring about his son's feelings. Right there.
That is what, since you just joined us, AJ, this is what I got as a kid. My mom threw out, and I've been trying to collect my holy grail ever since. So you might have to go back to the beginning and check it out.
You know what's amazing is in that photo from Christmas, and now you're both wearing sleeves.
Right? I used to have to wear long sleeves. I hate it. The only reason I'm wearing sleeves today is I had to wear this shirt, It will become sleeveless within a matter of a week.
Oh God, ruining a good shirt.
So yeah, check out that. The decals, most of them are still intact on the sheet. So at some point here, I will put them on. This is the part that's always missing. This is the actual stand to put it on there. A lot of them actually have the stand missing, and it actually says Southbend right on it. And then you can configure. This is what made this ship so cool, is you can configure it into all different types of ships. So that's what made this toy unique. Was in the Star Trek world, there were all different kinds of ships. So here's the struts. You can see there's metal pieces on them because they're basically clamps that go in and out. So I can't wait to test these out. But you can configure them into different ones. I'm going to show you guys. Here's where I'm going to get really nerdy.
Wait. Now you are?
Correct. So here's my 20th anniversary Star Trek technical manual. And you can actually see right there, there's the destroyer. So you see how it's got a warp nacelle that's underneath in the original one.
AJ says you should get a Trans Am model kit and put the Firebird decal from it on the saucer section.
Oh,
see, modified.
If I want to do a regular model kit, I can. So we can take it. Here's the warp nacelle.
You should paint that whole.
We clip it on, and there it is. There is your refit from the motion picture destroyer.
People want to see the real ship, though, Dennis. Snap that real thing together for everyone. Come on.
Well, we will, but I got to show you the other ones before we get to the big
drum
drum
roll. I see. You're building suspense.
Wow, and the pieces, I can tell he didn't play with it because everything's really tight on it yet. So then the next
funny, when my doctor was examining my nether regions, she said, "Oh, I can tell this has never been played with before."
There's the transporter tug.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys might say, well, hey, that looks vaguely familiar because that is very similar. What did he say? Recreate the crash. Not with this one, I won't.
Oh, my God, that's hysterical. Sorry.
You make me sad. But
that is cool.
Okay. I like it. So this is the USS Reliant from Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Now, other than the roll bar, so this was designed beforehand. So we can take... Oh, I can't wait. This is just so
I
cool.
can't either.
I know you can't.
You know, Dennis, you can't lie to me anymore because Big GovCo has just created the disinformation, the Council for Disinformation. So now I'll know. I'll just report you.
You're going to report me? Is that what you said?
I said for disinformation because our wonderful government has created the Council for Disinformation, you know.
Right. Well,
so
good thing that nothing I tell you guys is ever disinformation.
It's true. Marcus asked if
Dave bad boys on.
Marcus says, does Dave Landau know about this? No, we'd never get him to do an intro if he knew about this.
Are you kidding? Look at that. There's the original Reliant before it even showed up on Star Trek II. So you could put it in there, and then they actually have the experimental one where you can put on the primary hull. Now it's a third ship, just like that.
Oh, that's cool.
This is a totally configurable ship, but I know...
No, dude, that's actually really cool. I had no idea that there were that many ships based on... I mean, that is really great design on their part.
It is.
And when I say that, I mean, you know, the designers of the show. But even if you think about it, if you're going to design these ships, right, these different ships for space travel, why not try and make it so they're modular so you're not designing pieces from whole cloth each time?
Right. So think about this. This came out in 1979. And honestly, they've never built a ship like this ever since. And they should, because this book, the Starfleet Technical Manual, there's a whole bunch of different designs, and they're all basically the same parts. You know, it's how they're configured. Maybe they have a roll bar. Why they never took this kind of concept, because now you can actually put them, you can see there's holes down here. We can take the warp nacelles off, put them down here. Instead, you can put them off of here. I mean, this was great for any kid in their imagination. I mean, look at that sleek design. I mean, I can't draw worth of shit, people, but I used to be all right in ships, and I used to do this in every single configuration and drawing it. So I can't wait. I'm debating. I'm going to see if these stickers work to put them on there, but I'm going to try and clean it off first. So, and then there's the stand.
Nice.
So since 1979, this was my most heavily played with. You know, guys know I love starships. This is cool. And drop that. I am not going to pull the Shane Davis and drop. Well, at least I don't plan on it. But this used to drive my parents crazy. I would run around the house with this going.
So the question is, about what year do you think you got rid of it, or she chucked it? What year do you think she threw it away?
Let's see. I went to college in 88, so it would have been right around 89, 90, somewhere right in there. So I have not had this ever since. So the reason it's called the Southbend is because that's a great question.
I thought so.
That's the name of the company that made it.
Oh,
we've never heard of them since. I mean, this was whoever designed this was magical, and actually should be president of the United States. He's that smart, because this was one of the greatest toys that they had ever built.
What if it was a super lefty that designed it, though?
Well, it wouldn't have been, because they wouldn't have thought about this.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that base. Oh, come on, put it back on the base, and then put it on your hand so we can see how it would actually kind of look. Oh, that's cool. You don't have room for that anywhere.
I do downstairs in my Star Trek room. So at some point when I do a thing down there, you were asking, when you and Bart were over, you guys were asking, well, what are you going to do with all that room up there? Yeah, baby.
Oh. It's true. It's true. So that is freaking cool.
Right? And very few people know, because, you know, our buddy Tracy, who owns his toy store and stuff, they've all been looking for it, but man, they have not been able to find one that's in good shape. Nothing comes into the shop. I check at all the conventions, so it's rare. Like I said, it was complete. It is a little yellowed. These things go for a lot of money. But for
what if you walked in? What if Tracy called you up and said, Dennis, you'll never believe what I got, and it's that in the box? Would you buy another one?
Yep. That's not even a question.
For double what you paid for that one?
Yep. See, and then here's how you fix the labels.
That means you're making me go triple so I could buy it from, Skype it out from under you from Tracy.
You could, but then I'd be like, ooh, yeah, I wouldn't pay that much, Annie, because I just saw it go for this.
Yeah, you would, because I'd go, Dennis, I will sell to you for only $10 more. The lengths I'll go to make that $10 profit.
Yeah. So that is the entire Southbend Enterprise, and you can actually see on the side here all the different configurations. You know, it kind of reminds me in a way of, we were talking on the professionals last night on our side chat. We were kind of talking about Micronauts, because some of us had Micronauts and all the cool things you could pop out and stuff like that with those. Those were cool toys. But honestly, even Star Wars hasn't done anything like this. I mean, none of them have. This is for me the holy grail outside of my Mego. So these were my two favorites. I've got all the characters. I even got the Diamond reissues. So I may do a live stream one of these days, and we sit down and break open the Star Trek Mego stuff and go through them, because I know we were also having conversations on the professionals last night on the side about the different Mego figures and stuff like that. And yeah, these were great. These were great. So I really wanted to break this open last night. It was really hard for me not to, but I said I wanted to do at least a stream on here because I know not a lot of people know about the Southbend Star Trek Electronic Enterprise.
That's super cool. That is really cool. I'm looking forward to coming over and seeing that. Should we do a tease for what's coming up Wednesday?
We probably should.
I got something. So next Wednesday, we're having a guest on the show. And the only tease is this. This is the tease for next Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Guest on the show. And there you go. That is our tease.
Look at that. Huh. Wonder who that's going to be.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I asked if it's Bud Root.
You just have to wait and see.
We do have to get Bud on the show. We just need him to come over to your place, and I'll do it remotely.
Yeah, I know. No, then we just try and set up like a couch and just have a living room chat.
Oh, we could. We could have our smoking lounging jackets and our pipes and cigars and sit there and have chat around the studio.
That would be fun. Wow, way to diss on the Predator.
I don't think we could have Hillary on. I don't think your ankle bracelet allows her to come this far.
That's right. Exactly. Well, very cool.
You know what?
Cool.
We've got a little thing we're doing tomorrow. We've got a kid who's having his bar mitzvah uptown, and he's a huge comic book fan for as young as he is. And he's apparently having the entire thing decorated up with Avengers and Black Panther. And we were asked if we wanted to go in and take a look at it and then meet the kid. So we're going to. We said we would. We're going to stop in and take a look, probably get a few pictures with it, but it'll be fun. We'll wind up dropping some pictures on our next show.
You know, it's not as cool as if we were invited to make a wish, but that's okay.
Well, if it would be, it'd have to be a kid who they'd be saying, the only thing I want is for Dennis to show up with the Southbend Electronic Starship Enterprise. Then I would do that in a heartbeat.
You know what I bet that kid would love to see tomorrow?
What?
X-Men 1 signed by Stan Lee in an 8.5 grade.
Oh. You know what? I may break out the vault for that. That might be a great idea.
No, because we're going to dinner after. You don't want to leave it in the car.
Oh, yeah, that's true. No,
nope, never mind. You got anything else cool?
Well, I got comic books back here. I'm sure I can find something cool. I wish I knew what the kid's favorite was. Maybe I'll find out if I can have him, Maya contact him and find out. Maybe I can bring something cool.
Well, I mean, I'm going with you. So you already are bringing something cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're bringing a first man with you.
That's right. That is correct. So,
all right. Well, that's it, guys. I know a few of you got to join us this morning. We set it up kind of last minute, but for those of you that go back and watch, you know what? Hope you guys, everybody's got their own. Leave your comments below. Let me know what your holy grail with the toy is, because I want to know if you have that kind of envy that my brother has looking at my Enterprise. Did you have a sibling that would do the same thing, especially if he's holding a Star Wars Hoth set?
Oh, that is true.
Marcus, yeah, I don't think so.
Nope.
I'll bring the picture and show it to you.
There you go. All right, guys. Everyone, have a good Friday. Have a great weekend. We will catch you next week. And remember, this is the clue to who we're going to have on the show next week. Bye, everybody.
Live long and prosper.
Damn it.